a junior guard, 6'2", Zane Cornbread Dyson. And a 6'9.5" senior, the man in the middle, Cedric C.J. Kelly. The Tigers are coached by Jacob Skinner, assisted by Keith Jones and Kyle Dickerson. Tonight's referees, Eddie Williams, Brent Hargrave, and Jacob Jones.
Insurance needs. We believe that insurance coverage should be...
By Fast Signs. They're more than fast. They're more than signs. Fast Signs located on Mall Drive here in Texarkana. Well, we got all the pregame festivities taken care of. Nothing to do now but roll out the basketball and decide this 15-5A boys ball game for you here at Tiger Center. Once again, the Greenville Lions 25-5, 2-1 in district play. The Texas High Tigers 12-13, 1-2 in district play. First time these two teams have seen each other this year in the district schedule. And the tip goes back court to Cam Smith. Cam Smith dumps it off to Kedron Carter to the right elbow. Give and go to Tarikas Davis. Davis out, way out, top of the circle. Kedron Carter now with the basketball, drives the baseline looking for a shot. Dumps it off to Cam Smith. His little float shot blocked by C.J. Kelly, the 6'8" post. Senior C.J. Kelly says, get that out of here. Off of Kelly, out of bounds. Kedron Carter will inbound the ball. A long pass out to the half-court mark to Jeremiah Abrego. Abrego gives it to Quinn Anderson. Anderson with the basketball. Zane Dotson on defense. Setting up the screen was Cam Smith. They get it to the left block. Give and go in the lane. Cam Smith will put in a left-handed layup, and it's good. Greenville with the 2-0 lead. Ben DePriest gives it to Cedric Kelly. C.J. Kelly from way outside the top of the key. His three-point shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Quinn Anderson. Anderson to the high post. Trying a little bounce pass down to the left block intended for Cam Smith. Stepping in front of it was Matt Arnold. Arnold's little mid-range jumper way off the mark to the right. Off the backboard and rebounded by Quinn Anderson. Anderson coming down, drives the lane, and then a little no-look pass tried to Cam Smith. Smith not looking for the pass. It'll go out of bounds. So Texas High inbounds the ball. Matt Arnold into the lane, kicks it out to the low left corner to Ben DePriest, gives it to Caleb Arnold. Arnold into the paint, puts in the layup, and he's fouled. So Caleb Arnold with the layup, it's good. He's fouled by Cam Smith. So the junior, Caleb Arnold, will go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point try. 6:27 to go in the first quarter. We're tied up at 2 apiece here at Tiger Center. Shot off to the left for Arnold. On the rebound for Greenville, Cam Smith. Smith drops the ball to Kedron Carter, who dribbles past the timeline over to the right wing. Top of the key. At the high post with the basketball, Jeremiah Abrego at the left corner. Putting in the three-point shot is Quinn Anderson. Anderson set his feet. He had a good look at it, and he just knocked it through the cords. In transition at the other end. Matt Arnold trying to find on the baseline. Zane Dotson has it batted out of bounds by a Greenville defender. Zane Dotson will inbound from the baseline underneath Texas High's basket. Ben DePriest with the ball. Gives it to Arnold. Matt Arnold. Back to Ben DePriest, top of the circle. DePriest over to the low right corner. Cedric Kelly goes into the lane, puts a little floater off the backboard. It's no good. On the rebound, Jeremiah Abrego, and he'll get it to Tarikas Davis, who brings it up the floor. Tarikas Davis trying to drive to the block. C.J. Kelly standing there. Tarikas Davis about 5'8", C.J. Kelly has a foot on him, and he tries a little fade back shot, but it was no good. Rebounded by Texas High. C.J. Kelly at the other end trying the offhanded hook shot from the left side. It's no good, but another foul on Cam Smith.
Second team foul at the line, shooting 2, C.J. Kelly.
So C.J. goes to the free throw line.
See several of these players from last year, you know, in Greenville.
Checking in for the Tigers,
Brago being one of them. Don't think he can't shoot, because I remember last year he filled it up.
Quinn Anderson as well.
Right.
Anderson built like a linebacker, but he got a shot.
Yeah, Brago, I noticed we talked a little trash to him there when he shot that one, and he reminded him he could do it again. So
C.J. Kelly made the first, and he's going to make the second. Texas High with 4 points on the scoreboard. They trail Greenville by 1, 5-4 our score. 5:16 to go in the first quarter here at Tiger Center. Jeremiah Brago at the high post, pulls up that little jumper, and it's nothing but net. Jack called it, and there he goes. He'll show you what he can do, and he completes the shot from the high post. 7-4 our score. Texas High now at the other end. Zane Dotson with the basketball at the right wing, over to the left side to Ben DePriest. DePriest to the high post, driving into the lane. Has the ball a little too low and has it stolen away by Jeremiah Brago. Give and go down the floor, taking it all the way, Kedria Carter. And Kedrian Carter has 2 now. Greenville with the 5-point lead, 9-4. DePriest with the basketball over to the left side. J.T. Turner down to Dotson, back to DePriest. Arnold drives the lane, found a way to the basket, puts up the layup. It's no good, but he's fouled on his way in.
Foul on Greenville, number 10.
Marcus Hawkins called for the foul for Chris Williams, Greenville Lions. Caleb Arnold at the free throw line. His first shot rattles around and falls through and good. Caleb Arnold now with 3. Zane Dodson and C.J. Kelly coming out. Money Johnson coming in. And the second shot goes for Arnold. Rattled around a lot, went off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, into one side, and then it fell through the net and good. 9-6, a 3-point ball game with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Pass out to the left side perimeter with the basketball is Tarikas Davis. A battle for the loose basketball will come off of Ben DePriest, and Quinn Anderson will inbound for the Greenville Lions. Top of the key with the basketball. Marcus Hawkins dumps it off to Tarikas Davis. Davis gets the ball back to Quinn Anderson, whose shot is blocked. There's a whistle on the play. They're going to call Money Johnson for the foul. So Money Johnson called for the foul, says Brent Hargrave, as Eddie Williams comes over and gives Chris Williams kind of a little warning he's out of his coach's area.
Yeah, I told him he was a little bit too far.
A bounce pass from the baseline, inbounded to Jeremiah Brago. Brago to the top of the key, passes the ball to Marcus Hawkins. Hawkins back to Brago. His shot's no good, off the rim, rebounded by Tarikas Davis. Brago slips out to the left elbow. His shot's no good. High for the rebound was Monty Johnson, and well, him and Marcus Hawkins went all the way up in the rafters here at Tiger Center. Monty Johnson coming down with the rebound. So Matt Arnold coming across the timeline with the basketball. Over to the left wing. Ben DePriest fires up the 3, and it's good. So Ben DePriest with the long-range bomb from the left elbow. He'll sink it. And Greenville's 12.
No artificial noisemakers in Tiger Center, please. This is your warning.
Texas High 6. Oh, a three-point shot. It's 9 points. Coach Jacob Skinner just came the scorekeeper. It's 12-9.
Not 9-9. It should be.
Yeah, I think it was. I think they give it to the wrong
Yeah,
side.
It's still not right, is it?
I don't. 3, 5, 7. Yeah, I got 9.
9-9.
Yeah, it's 9-9. They give the three-pointer to the wrong side. So Greenville inbounds the basketball with it. Abrego. He gets it to Desmond Johnson. Back to the top of the key. Marcus Hawkins decides he's going to go in there to the lane. His shot's no good. Late on the whistle was Jacob Jones, and he's going to call Monty Johnson for the block foul. Not saying he didn't do it. The whistle was just a little delayed.
Bit late. It was already on the floor and rebounded. I see early in this game, Greenville runs a lot of pick and roll action, and if you don't either switch it or however, you got to make sure that you know what you're going to do, whether you switch or not.
Marcus Hawkins with his first free throw, no good. Substitution, C.J. Kelly coming back on the floor for Texas High. Marcus Hawkins with another free throw to go. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 9 apiece. And second one's in and out. C.J. Kelly with the rebound over Jeremiah Abrego. Zane Dotson with the basketball. J.T. Turner at the high post. Then they give it back to Matt Arnold. Matt Arnold over to the left wing to C.J. Kelly, who dribbles his place to the top of the key. Just kind of giving it around the edge now, trying to find a drive to the basket or a good look. Arnold drives to the high post, tries to kick it out on the wing to Ben Dupree. Stepping in front of it was Desmond Johnson for Greenville, and Texas High will turn the ball over as Johnson with the steal. Quinn Anderson with the basketball at the top of the circle. Pass to the high post goes errant of Marcus Hawkins, its intended receiver. Turnover by Greenville as Zane Dotson will step in front of the pass. C.J. Kelly pulling up a jump shot just inside the arc from the low right corner. It's no good. Rebounded by Greenville, coming down the floor, trying to lay up Desmond Johnson. Layup's no good, and they're going to call Ben DePriest on the block. I guess Ben was. Oh, was that? Yeah, it was Ben.
Yeah,
I guess he was inside that little protected area.
Well, he wasn't set either. He was, okay. They were coming full speed, and he was trying to catch up. He just didn't get there in time.
So Ben DePriest got hammered, as he's subject to do. That boy will take a beating every time he hits the floor. And
like he's landing on his back too. He's kind of holding his lower back area.
He's going to come out. If Ben does that, he's hurting. And
right,
Caleb Arnold will come back in to spell him. Second shot for Desmond Johnson on the way, and it falls through. There's a whistle on the rebound. So Desmond Johnson made it, and foul on the floor underneath the basket on the rebound try. Jeremiah Abrego trying to push the more lengthy C.J. Kelly. He's not blocking out. He just tried to push him out of there. C.J. inbounds the basketball to Matt Arnold. Arnold gives it to Caleb, top of the key, over to the left wing. Zane Dotson over to the right side now to Matt Arnold. Arnold to the high post, over to Caleb Arnold. Left wing, back to Matt Arnold. Low left right corner to Zane Dotson. Texas High just working the perimeter. C.J. Kelly goes into the paint, puts a little floater up. It's no good. The rebound by Caleb Arnold. His putback's no good, but he's fouled. So Jeremiah Abrego with his second foul. And Caleb Arnold will go to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. He's there for his second time.
Right, it's 10-9, but it's really low scoring, really, for this two ball clubs that get up and down the floor.
So Caleb Arnold makes the first, Jack. He's 3 for 3. And we talk about how important free throws are down the stretch, but every one of them is a point. Yeah. And he's 4 for 4. He's got 6 points, does Caleb Arnold. And Texas High now with their first lead of the ball game, their second. They led 2-0. Right. 11-10 with a minute to play in the first quarter. Bounce pass driving to the block was Kedron Carter. His layup was blocked by C.J. Kelly. On the rebound, A.J. Meeks for Texas High, and Meeks will give it to Caleb Arnold. Texas High now working around the outside. Cedric Kelly over to the left wing. He goes to A.J. Meeks. Zane Dotson now top of the key. Bounce pass to Meeks. Thought about pulling the trigger on one, did Meeks. Lost a handle on the basketball. Looked like he might have dribbled it off his foot. It's going to go out of bounds. Turnover by Texas High. Desmond Johnson will inbound the ball. Quinn Anderson with the inbound. Coming up the floor, Zane Dotson catching him at half court. On defense for Texas High. Over in the low right corner, firing up the three ball, Desmond Johnson. It's off the rim, no good. Zane Dotson pulls up the little jumper off the dribble. It's off the rim, no good, and there's a foul called under the basket. So they're going to call
Foul on Greenville, number 1, Johnson, his first personal team foul.
On Desmond Johnson. In Greenville, you know, the Greenville players that aren't real lengthy and tall, they're having to do some pushing to try to get the rebounds away from the more lengthy Texas High players tonight. Cedric Kelly takes the inbound pass and puts in the little layup as the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. So we're through one period of play here at Tiger Center. The Texas High Tigers leading Greenville 13-10. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to Texas High Tiger basketball here on CBS Radio 107.9 The Fan.
Find yourself in need of emergency care, come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency care.
Back to Texas High Tiger basketball on CBS Sports 107.9 The Fan.
13-10 our score after one here at Tiger Center. Texas High with the possession to start the second quarter of play. Texas High with the three-point lead. A.J. Meeks inbounds the ball to Caleb Arnold. Arnold up the floor. Greenville waiting in their half-court defense.
Yeah, there came out in a 1-2-2 to start the second quarter.
We'll have Zane Dotson at a good look from the left side, and A.J. Meeks with a rebound over Tarikas Davis, and his putback's good on the rebound. And A.J. Meeks now has two. Texas High's lead 15-10. Greenville with a bounce pass to the right wing, Jeremiah Abrego. C.J. Kelly out on defense. And good job by Abrego to back to the basket and then create distance between him and C.J. Kelly. And Abrego will sink the little short-range jump shot. He's now got 4, and the lead for Texas High's cut to 3, 15-12 with 7 minutes to go in the half. Zane Dotson over to the low right corner, pulling the trigger, J.T. Turner. And Turner's shot no good under the basket with the rebound for Greenville, Jeremiah Abrego. He gives it to Quinn Anderson, and Anderson has a good look from the left wing. He puts up the three-point shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Meeks. Meeks goes to the basket. Heavy contact with the body by Quinn Anderson. And the shot's no good. And it's, I guess, looks like Meeks is okay, but that was
had a body check.
Woo! We said that Quinn Anderson's built like a linebacker. He played like one on that one.
Quinn Anderson can actually shoot. He's hitting 1-3 tonight. But I remember last year him hitting several shots.
Yeah. We talked about him looking more like a football player, but has a pretty touch on his shot.
Yeah, he handles the ball well, too.
A.J. Meeks' second free throw off the right side and rebounded by Greenville's Marcus Hawkins. Greenville up the floor with the basketball. 16-12, 4-point Texas High lead, 6:36 remaining in the second quarter. Pass to the right block, driving to the basket, putting up the layup was Marcus Hawkins. It was no good on the rebound to Brago, or Brago's shot no good, and he's going to be fouled. JT Turner called for the foul. It's Texas High's 4th team foul. Greenville with 7 fouls. Texas High's in the bonus. Standing at the free throw line, Jeremiah Brago. His first trip to the free throw line, and he'll miss his first.
Checking in for JT is number 3, Matt Arnold. And coming in for Greenville's number 23, Cam Smith.
So Cam Smith coming in for Marcus Hawkins, and coming in for JT Turner. Back on the floor, Matt Arnold. Second free throw from Abrego, no good. Rebounded in front of the rim by Cam Smith. His left-handed putback's good. Cam Smith has 4, and Texas High's lead's cut to 2, 16-14 with 6:16 to go in the half. Caleb Arnold back to Matt Arnold. Around the top of the key, they work it down to the right corner. Zane Dotson just swinging it around the outside are the Tigers. Trying to find a mismatch or a way to the basket. Bounce pass down to the right block. A.J. Meeks tries to get it to the left block to C.J. Kelly. You hear Coach Skinner telling A.J. Meeks to take the shot. He had a good shot where he was at. Driving to the basket, the big-bodied Quinn Anderson. His layup's no good, but he's fouled. Zane Dotson with his first foul. It's going to be the 5th team foul, yeah.
Anderson does a good job of using his body on that drive.
And he should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can create space that way, you know.
Anderson's first free throw, a little long and off the back of the rim, no good. Second shot's on the way quickly, and he'll drain it. So Quinn Anderson with 4 points. He's got a 3-point shot from the left elbow in the first quarter, and he adds a back end of a free throw try. Texas High's lead 16-15. Pass over to Caleb Arnold. Trying to steal the ball was Tarikas Davis, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Number 0, Ty Davis, his first personal.
You know, the 1-2-2, when you're playing against a zone, you try to, there's gaps in each zone, whatever zone they're playing, 1-2-2, 1-3-1, 2-1, you know, whatever zone, there are gaps, and you try to penetrate the gaps and then kick it out. And that's what they're trying to do here.
Arnold with his first free throw is in and out, no good. On the rebound, a foul called on A.J. Meeks. And that's on the floor. It's just the 16th foul for Texas High, so they got 1 to give, or had 1 to give. So stepping outside the baseline at the north end of Tiger Center, Quinn Anderson to inbound the basketball. Anderson inbounds to Kedron Carter, and Carter comes up the floor uncontested. Carter dribbles to the right wing, gives it to Anderson. Now Greenville, much like Texas High, working it around the perimeter, trying to find a way in. Texas High on the obvious man defense here. Driving to the left block, putting up the left-handed layup. Cam Smith, Abrego with the rebound in the putback, and it's good. Zane Dotson sets his feet, has a good look at the 3 ball. His shot's no good. Cedric Kelly gets the save, the basketball, and he'll just put it off the glass and good. So Cedric Kelly now with 6. Texas High's lead back to 1, 18-17 with 4:48 to play in the half. Inbound pass from Kedron Carter, back court to Tarikas Davis. Davis with the basketball. Texas High face guarding the Greenville players they're matched up with, just trying to deny passes or anything else. And there's that head fake we talk about by Tarikas Davis. Tarikas Davis in the low right corner tried to head fake the Tiger defender and then drive the baseline. He just took too many steps before putting the ball on the floor.
Yeah, actually, we didn't get a switch on defense there, so he found himself wide open.
Texas High inbounds from the sideline across the way. Cedric Kelly pulling up the long 3 shot. It's no good. On the rebound, Matt Arnold, and Arnold's putback is good. And Chris Williams comes off the bench. He wants to call a timeout. 20-17 our score, Jack. And, you know, if you're Coach Williams there, you kind of feel momentum. Old Mo put on a Texas High jersey, and he's sitting over here right now.
Yeah, he's had several obvious things there. You can see him in the huddle. He's pretty adamant about somebody didn't block out. And so, that, you know, we had another one a few minutes ago that was not a block out. So just the little things, you know, that's what irritates coaches the most, something that you work on all the time, blocking out, you know, not limiting the second shots. And even on free throws, you know, letting somebody slip in. You're not supposed to let them get a rebound on their own free throw.
Right.
So there's been a couple of those on both ends of the floor, but Coach Williams didn't want that to go any further. He got his point across.
You know, Coach, I got a text message from Coach Cipolletta from Sulphur Springs on the way back to Sulphur Springs the other night, and he said, yeah, Texas High got a good ball team. Now we know Greenville's got a good ball team, and here we are in a 3-point game.
Right.
And, you know, there's some good basketball going on right now. Lots of hustle and lots of up and down the floor. Ben DePriest pulls the trigger on a 3-point basket or a 3-point shot. Basket was no good. In transition off the rebound, the battle for the ball all the way up the floor. Gathering it up was Tarikas Davis. His shot no good. Ben DePriest high. And at the other end, you hear C.J. Kelly. He slam dunks it home, and the student section goes crazy. We talked about momentum, and C.J. Kelly can give you momentum quickly doing things like that. Foul on the floor. Eddie Williams calling the foul, reach-in foul on Texas High as Greenville went to the basket.
That may be one of the most aggressive dunks I've seen him have. Usually he doesn't dunk on somebody, but he did that time.
We usually on breakaways and things like that. As a matter of fact, plays like that, CJ's more likely to just lay it in or put it off the glass than to do that. But he one-handed slammed that thing.
Yeah, he even got their crowd excited.
Free throw by Kedron Anderson off the rim. Battle for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off of Texas High, and stepping outside the baseline to inbound for Greenville's Kedron Carter. Carter with the float pass behind the defense. Taking the shot was Cam Smith. It was no good. Pass up the floor. Zane Dodson with the bounce pass. It comes back to him, and Dodson with the 360 move and the layup off the glass, and it's good. 24-17, Texas High with the 7-point lead. Anderson at the other end for Greenville. His shot no good, rebounded by C.J. Kelly. Kelly gives it to Zane Dodson. Dodson's layup a little hard off the rim, rebounded by Tarikas Davis. Tarikas Davis takes it coast to coast. His layup over C.J. Kelly, and it's good. 24-19 our score, 2:35 to go in the half. Texas High with the 5-point lead.
Both teams taking a deep breath. It looked like both of them a little winded from that last flurry on both ends.
Matt Arnold with the basketball. Give and go way outside the top of the key to C.J. Kelly. Texas High at the high post. C.J. Kelly driving to the free throw line. He's going to be fouled on the way in. That's going to be Abrego, and that's going to be Abrego's third foul here in the first half. Greenville's got 9 fouls. Texas High's got 17 fouls. Both teams in the bonus. C.J. Kelly will go to the free throw line. Zane Dodson and Matt Arnold coming in for Texas High's Jacoby Johnson. And J.T. Turner and C.J. Kelly connects on the first free throw. So Kelly's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's got 9 points in the ball game. Trying to go into double figures here with 2:16 left, and he'll do so. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line.